I'm Makiko Tsuda. Today I'm in Nakano, Tokyo. You can see a shopping arcade right over there, and passing through it is a place called Nakano Broadway, which has become internationally famous as the center of what's called Japanese subculture. Now this time I'll be exploring why so many people have become captivated by Japanese manga and anime. I've walked through the Nakano-san Mall shopping arcade and arrived at the entrance of Nakano Broadway. And from here I'm joined by Benjamin Boaz, who's originally from the US and is known as an expert on the spread of Japanese subculture. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming out.
Benjamin Boaz is the Japanese Cabinet Office's official Cool Japan producer and also serves as a tourism ambassador for Tokyo's Nakano Ward. He considers himself a true anime otaku. Benjamin has also written a book called From Cool Japan to Your Japan, based on his experiences, and talks about why he's fascinated by Japanese culture.
So this is the book that we've just introduced in the VTR, and you wrote this. So what was the main message that you wanted to say in this book?
Thank you very much. The book is called From Cool Japan to Your Japan. And I wrote it because I want to encourage stakeholders in Japan to help empower Japan's ambassadors who are outside of Japan to help spread the country's brand and message. One thing that I've noticed after working for years in this country is that the people who really make Japan famous to its fans worldwide tend not to be people who live here like me, but they're people outside of the country who absolutely love it. And I wanted to make sure that people in the government, people in industry, people in media in Japan who don't necessarily see the outside world know that there are people out there who are working really hard to make Japan better.
Benjamin says his interest in Japanese anime and comics was sparked by his obsession with games in his younger days. To learn Japanese, he says he did something unusual at that time.
There was no Japanese class in my school. I found a teacher in the Yellow Pages, and I petitioned my own high school principal to give me credit for classes which a friend and I organized on our own.
You actually created a Japanese class for your school?
Yes, so that I could play Final Fantasy V, which hadn't come out in English.
As he learned Japanese, Benjamin says his interest expanded from Japanese pop culture to traditional culture.
It might seem like popular culture and traditional culture aren't related, but I think that they are. Video games and martial arts are ultimately things that anyone can get into because you don't need words to enjoy them. Particularly with martial arts, you do them with your body. It's the same with reading Japanese comics. You can enjoy them even if you don't know all of the words. The thing that makes this country so popular internationally is that anyone can enjoy it their own way.
I see. That's why you come back to the theme of the book. You have to discover your own Japan.
That's right, that's right. Rather than saying that Japan is cool, I think that Japan should be asking people outside of Japan, what do you like about the country? That's your Japan.
I see. So we've come to Nakano Broadway. Is this a part of your Japan, something that you thought was?
Well, I certainly think so. As we talk behind me, you can see lots of people from other countries heading in to find something. And the reason why they're heading in here is because within Broadway, you can find something that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world.
Really?
A super emporium of geeky Japanese culture.
So, can we go visit then?
Okay, let's head in. So here we are at Mandarake.
Mandarake. So what is the store about?
So Mandarake is a subcultural emporium. If you are into video games, manga, anime, not only will you find it here, you will find a store specializing in it.
So it looks like many foreign visitors also come to this store. Well, is that why it's popular?
That's what I think. The trick about making a place popular in Japan is to make it only one. And sure, there's other places that sell anime and there's other places that sell video games. But if you want a place that sells that one thing that you're really into, I don't think you're going to have an easier time finding it than in Broadway, particularly at Mandarake.
So all these manga books, are these kind of special, one-of-a-kind offerings?
The ones that you'll find right here facing the outside, this is going to be stuff that many people will recognize. So some viewers will have heard of Dragon Ball, a very popular boys comic, or Slam Dunk, the basketball comic. I was a particular fan of Urusei Yatsura, a very weird and funny comic when I was in school. But as you go into the store, you will find stuff that really isn't sold in any other store. And the special thing about Mandarake is, in addition to being like this supermarket, it's also in a sense a museum, and that they will keep stuff in great condition for a long period of time until that one special buyer comes to find it.
The pair moved on to another place.
When you walk into Henya, it really is like you're being transported into an entirely different world.
I agree.
And the thing that I think is really smart from like an operating perspective is that they do this on purpose to bring customers back into the world of their childhood, which is where they first encountered these vintage toys.
That's true.
Welcome.
Hello.
Is there anything you're looking for? I'm fascinated by what you have. What things are popular among customers from abroad? Let's see. These are some items that our foreign customers have asked for recently. Many of them come to buy these retro types of masks. Draimon and Tezuka Osama's Astro Boy items are also popular.
So Benjamin, you introduced us to so many interesting things today. I want to ask you again, what is Japanese subculture to you? What are the charms of it?
Well, I guess to me personally, it's a gateway, just like the one behind us. Japanese subculture is what got me into Japan and is what got me living in Japan, here promoting Japan to the rest of the world. And that's what I think is really important about working on Japan's brand. It's about finding those gateways that people outside of Japan are interested in and making sure that they're as wide as possible and they're as accessible as possible, so that anyone who's interested in Japan and wants to get into it can.
I see. It's really interesting. I really hope that happens. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.